Hi everyone, this is Rohil and this is weekly update number 6 for my product Worked Up. Just to give you a quick overview of my business is now a productivity based app that one intelligently suggests tasks in a particular order based on mood, location, and energy based on the test conducted last week, uses an email or social media interface, uses minimalistic design, and uses visual appeals to prompt consumers to pick certain tasks first. My key learnings from this week are that personalization of processes is really crucial to while acquiring customers, and customers really value it as a touch point. So when I'll be carrying out the initial launch of my product, or even during my MVP, I'll target like a less number of people, but make sure that the app is a personalized experience for each of them. The analysis for the customer reviews conducted this week is that consumers will often forget to schedule certain chores at the beginning of the day because human tendency, and when they later remember it, they just leave it for the end of the day because they don't have time for it in their schedule. But at the end of the day, what happens is that let's say they need to pick up a certain item from a supermarket, but the supermarket is already closed by the time they get back. So to cure this, my app will observe the level of tasks different consumers forget, and then they put it in the midday, and deliberately keep open spaces in their midday schedules to accommodate for these tasks. And as a compensation, my app will push the less exhausting tasks towards the end. This is evidence for the consumer interviews conducted this week. I interviewed Piljun Kim, who is a graduate student at UC Berkeley. The hypothesis for my test this week is that people will unconsciously work faster when they're competing with someone, and to implement this, I'll use a virtual AI based opponent in the actual app. However, as an experiment, I will contact a local branch office head and ask him or her to instruct each employee of the company to do a particular set of tasks, and later arrange a friendly contest in the company's branch office. The result and action of the test conducted last week are as follows: that although the actual difference in task ignorance rate, that is the rate at which the number of tasks a consumer swipes through without completing per day, is 41.37%, whereas I set the metric to be 50%. However, it is significant enough to establish causation between demographic factors and the task completion rate. So my action this week will be to do a further A/B test to determine which single or two of those factors are important so that this metric can go above 50%. Some of the struggles this week was that will personalization down to each consumer be required, or grouping consumers into very specific category segments like Netflix does do the job, and will consumers be willing to share their location 24/7? Thank you.